Hi Taurus, welcome into your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of April 2023. I do want to thank you so much for joining me for this reading, but as we proceed, do keep in mind it is general for your month as a whole, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And I more than appreciate the love and support, the likes, the comments, and of course subscriptions to the channel if you haven't done so already. And don't forget to check out your other placements within your individual chart, of course after watching this reading, as I continue to post all 12 signs. Now, the overall message I got for us for our month, of course, in regards to money and career, you're about to see so much money flowing in. You're about to see so much money flowing in. I mean, who doesn't want to hear that for a money and career read or just in general? But I did channel a couple of messages accidentally before beginning the reading, one of which was wow, just wow. Wow, just wow. I feel like you're impressing people. You might even impress oneself. It's like, damn, I'm good, right? I just achieved that. I accomplished that. I produced and developed in such an efficient, likable manner, because the second one was so much likability, so much likability. People tuning into your online content or seeing you in the work environment or benefiting from your work or seeing you accomplish something. I want to say gaining help from you for some, you being a very helpful soul, being drawn to this reading, and it just feels like you do it well and you're likable in the process, okay? So this is gonna leave more money flowing in, people coming back for more, people being naturally just impressed by what you do, however that looks for you individually. Amazing. Let's begin and pull some money and career oracle and see what your month has in store. For Taurus, ooh, nugget, beautiful, small increase. So I feel like the Spirit's saying this money might come through for some. You might have one big lump sum or that expected weekly or bi-weekly income. But naturally, I feel like with the small increase aspect of this card, there's nuggets of financial increase taking place at certain points throughout the month. They're saying left and right, and this is feeling rewarding in and of itself. Spirit's saying we sense that you being drawn to this reading are this type of individual at this point along your path where you value other aspects of abundance from all your hard work, right? From the past and paying off during this current month. But I mean, money is necessary, right? And so Spirit's saying this is going to feel so good. And it's just the beginning is kind of the vibe. Say you started a job recently or are throughout this month, or your business is picking up in progress and more customers, clientele coming in. Or it's just something's growing quite quickly and gaining more attention. Yeah, there's more money to come, but it feels like you're gaining levels of attention for some that's quite necessary. Say you run an online business or have a YouTube channel or something of the sort, like I do, naturally attention is a must, right? If nobody watches, then it's not gonna grow, it's not gonna prosper, and you won't make money in the way you're meant to. But it just feels like, again, you're putting on a bit of a show. Okay, we didn't say that yet. At certain points, whether it's voluntary or it just kind of comes to be, is sense of you when you're out and about strutting, putting yourself out there vulnerably on social media or just in the public eye. People are turning heads to look at you, and this feels rewarding in and of itself, potentially makes you a little bit nervous at certain points. Maybe like for some drawn to the reading on a slight negative note, you might be spiritually messed with or have a nervous moment, and in that current moment, somebody happens to look at you or multiple people in that, or you still choose to put out on social media, and that makes you a little bit nervous, even more so, or just it doesn't feel amazing, but it feels like you're a star in the making or just are meant to be noticed, okay? And you're looking good, you're glowing, and there's a peaceful, likable way about you and a sense of confidence that's adding to the value of whatever you're producing, developing, is being viewed, I want to say, or purchased at this time. Amazing. But I do feel like there's a level of honesty. You might find that there's an honest assessment at work, a boss figure, authority figure, could be even a coworker. It's like, who asked you? But they might actually be quite helpful in the end either way. You might be welcoming in this advice or this assessment, but I feel like there's a sense of you, as I just had that moment, clearing your voice, getting your voice out there, having a voice of importance, and this needing to be spread in one way, shape, or form. So naturally for a lot, again, I feel like social media, being online, is a huge part of that. But either way, I feel like you might feel the need to express something when you're at work or at home. It could be both. It may just be a moment where you feel so intuitively guided, which very strong intuition naturally as a Taurus, to hop on your phone or your camera and just post something on social media or go live. Okay, and Spirit's saying you best trust your intuition throughout this month, even if you're a little bit nervous once again. But I feel like there's somebody, if not multiple people at work and or at home, that are making you a bit nervous. Don't stress it. Okay, I really do feel like there's a lot of empaths being drawn to this reading, so cleanse your energy when you can. But a feeling that, say you're at work, it's not really that cut and dry, right? Black and white. You kind of you have to stay in that work environment and you can't cleanse your energy. But I do feel like there's certain creative solutions moving forward you might remember or come up with in regards to helping you with that. But look at that, fresh start. Whether this is more recent past, I want to say, could be a fresh start in regards to you having a fresh perspective, approach, this new beginning in a continuing situation, right? A business, a job, maybe both, or multiple jobs for some. But you could also find oneself interviewing and gaining this new opportunity, door opening, or it could be a new business idea you're gifted or are now putting, they're saying, on the table, out into the universe, right? Getting it off the ground, taking those initial steps. And now we're seeing this fresh start benefit you greatly. And it just feels like a refreshing month, but it's very hard working. But Spirit's saying, take a moment, whether it's at the end, certain points throughout the month, potentially at the end of each week, take a moment to reflect simplistically. Why are you not feeling as stressed as you once would have in this situation with all on your plate? Because I feel like some of you are balancing out multiple options, situations, right? Working multiple jobs or running a business and a job once again, or running multiple businesses, or just having a lot to accomplish and manage within that one opportunity. It's because you're a much improved version of yourself at this point along your path. You're more mature, more responsible, and they're saying playing it smart. Okay, you're working smarter for the most part and not harder. Sure, there's levels of hard work at certain points throughout the month where it feels inevitable, right? And even benefits you all the meanwhile. But it's about finding that balance, okay? And I do really feel as if there's true levels of self-care being implemented at certain points throughout the month in your downtime or your free time, even though I feel like for a lot there isn't a ton of which, that free time. And this just leaves you glowing. It leaves you very effective when you're working. It leaves you impressing people even more so and feeling good, which is exactly what we need. And so that's tying into this fresh start, this refreshing feeling, and just reaping the rewards all the meanwhile. Steady work. Yeah, I just feel like there's no shortage of opportunity for you to make more money. So I feel like it's a month where the opportunities to make money popping up left and right. You might have to decline one or two customers or clientele. You might choose not to either way, adding more onto your plate, wanting to just maximize your income. But it just feels like Spirit's saying, once again, just because you're able to achieve everything, should you? Okay. We're going to go, look at this. We have 3 on the board. We're going to go with these ones. The coins card talking about money coming in, wealth, good investment. You might be in sales or finance, but managing your finances better than in comparison to March. Getting a raise, a sense of luck being on your side. And then we also have the Buddha card talking about life purpose as well, more than money, right? Valuing that increase, that growth, seeing the potential for what lies ahead or the future of whatever it is you've been working on. A sense of you reaping the rewards, the fruits of your harvest, okay? A foundation paying off in your favor, and people are coming back once again. It keeps coming up for a reason. Look at that. Spiritual wealth. You might be a very connected leader, connected to the spiritual realm, okay? You might be a tarot reader, a healer. I'm getting Reiki. Either way, I feel like you do have a sense of a bit of healing energy or fully. And this is going to benefit whoever you're working with, whoever you're helping, whoever's reaching out, whoever's tuning in. And I just feel like you're spreading good vibes. I knew I wore this shirt for a reason, okay? And I do feel like there's a reminder how much energy and or your spirituality affects you at certain points, for the better and for the worse. even if it's like me with these readings. Yeah, it benefits me, right? And it helps other people all the meanwhile, but it affects me negatively quite often outside of these readings and even during them at times. So there's the good and the bad to everything, okay? I also feel like some of which working one if not multiple day-to-day jobs and needing to take the good with the not so amazing or not so ideal, right? Say the job is pretty damn great so far, right? Say you just started or you're continuing it, or it has its pros and its cons. It's like, don't love the way they try to manage me at times, but I do like my coworkers and the ability to make money, expected income, or just being able to make more, right? However it works for you. I feel like some of which are thinking about how poorly something was run, something from the past, or potentially the past way of a continuing situation being run. And Spirit saying everything happens for a reason. You made the right choices, okay? Some of which you had to leave or chose to leave multiple jobs behind. On point. Watch you reap the rewards because of it. But I just feel like all the meanwhile, there's so much abundance flowing in that it just feels so gratifying. And I feel like you're manifesting more because you're feeling so grateful. And I feel like a past job for some is missing you. Interesting. I'm hearing for some, who would have thought that? Not that you aren't missable. Is that even a word? Not that you're not likable and somebody to be missed. These savings increase. I'm also hearing a past job was just a mess. And so you weren't meant to be a part of that mess because it would have affected your life negatively. Or that could have been a department in the same company or whatever the case may be. But savings increase, my friend. Seeing that money flow in and your savings take an increase through it all. And I feel like this is purposeful. Spirit's saying, we need you to be watering your savings, okay, your well-being through it all so that you can see one, if not multiple important financial goals for yourself, even if you're just coming to the conclusion of what that goal or goals are for you throughout this month. But for the majority, you've already sort of thought about this or come to a definitive conclusion. I want this new living situation. I need this new car or want this new car, or I just, something else of the sort, right? And even just to have that financial comfort for the twists and turns of your unexpected Taurus life, right? We need you to be making this money. A sense of it just being a very lucrative month. Look at that, new opportunity. But I want to say opportunities, but there's one particular being highlighted. And all the meanwhile, being viewed as the best of the best, period. I'm hearing you're my favorite. You're my favorite. Life-changing success, my friend. Beautiful. And when you finally down the line, I want to say 3 to 4 months for some, it could be longer, right? It could be a little bit closer for some as well. You are going to fulfill that dream or just that goal. You're going to manifest it through it all. Tying into your money once again, the success, and that's going to feel so good. It's like I just work my ass off and I manifest through it all and see things improve for me. And this is why I'm inspirational, okay? Meaning you. But what else do we have? Let's pull one more and then we'll move on to the tarot. A true leader, beautiful. And they've paired together with the oracle quite nicely. The valuable info, I feel like you're assisting people by giving them valuable info, whether it's from spirit or from you. You could be training somebody or find that you're just leading the way, even if you just began a situation, okay? It's like, I'm mature, I'm responsible, I'm good at what I do, I've done this for a while, or I just naturally am gifted and pick up on things quite easily. So follow my lead. A bit of a trendsetter, I want to say, okay? Yeah, career building. Okay, exercises. Interesting. I don't know what that's all about. Let's move on to the tarot. I'm being shown the Hermit card. I feel like you may run a business by yourself. In your hermit mode, you might just be kind of keeping to oneself. Spirit's saying at times it is a bit lonely, or you just kind of naturally feel guided, intuitively guided to stay within your hermit mode, even when you're working with others. And that just ties into being a leader, if I even said that correctly. I feel like that was a message. Did I say that correctly? Was I spoken through by spirit? Just kind of going on rants at certain points, and this is beneficial either way. I feel like things are coming to be, being produced, developed, being said in the way that they're meant to, right? Things are just happening purposely throughout the month, even when you feel a bit perplexed. Being discovered, and hard work pays off. And I feel like you're truly standing out, period. And I want to say even your imperfections, they keep highlighting your energy. Your energy is so desirable and comforting. But what was I just saying? Before that, a feeling that you're standing out in the crowd, period. All right. You might be a little bit forgetful at certain points. I would recommend write things down. Could be in regards to your job, your business, certain ideas or solutions gifted you by spirit, but stay organized, right? It's going to benefit you all the meanwhile. The Hierophant, a focus on positive change, my friend, and you being quite intuitive through it all. Ooh, look at that. I'm going to take this card, actually. Bear with me. The Five of Cups in reverse. Bear with me. The Five of Cups in reverse. For whatever reason, expecting the best. Spirit saying this is beautiful. You're trusting your intuition. Things are working out in your favor. A sense of the money flowing in, the success, different levels of abundance coming to be. And it helps you expect the best or continue to do so. Watch that positivity, that optimism pay off in your favor as you are manifesting quite efficiently at this time. A feeling that, again, some of you are being gifted a new opportunity to make more money, or continuing one and seeing that money coming through quite nicely once again. I sense you are going to be, for the most part, quite efficient at laughing it off. So you slip up or you get messed with spiritually or you get a little bit nervous. It's like that laughter, that positive coping with, right? I want to say, or approach to those moments is going to help you shake off that shaky energy or that nervous energy, and it's going to benefit whatever you're working on creating, developing, or who you're connecting with all the meanwhile. Amazing. But a change for the better, all right, from the past that's being highlighted potentially throughout this month or both. But a change in regards to your finances improving throughout this month and moving forward, and that's exactly what we need, right? But the Moon card, if you do feel a bit emotional at one if not multiple points throughout the month, clear your energy, okay, or step away from a situation if you can in that moment, as I do feel like that's mainly for the empaths. Or it could just be a long time coming sort of, I'm a little bit emotional because I'm so successful. It's like, okay, your temperature might change is what I'm also getting, but I also feel like there's a confidence about you. It's like, oh, I'm looking good. Okay, I'm good. But some of which drawn to the reading might be giving off a bit of a mysterious vibe. How does Taurus do what they do? Why are they so likable? How come they're changing so much? Some of you might be going through a spiritual increase or a spiritual awakening throughout the month. And you might find there's just moments throughout the month where, I don't want to say your intuition is increasing per se, but it just gets heightened, potentially a gift from spirit, so much at specific points. And it's just like, I feel this so strongly. And you need to trust that, especially in those moments, but be trusting it wholeheartedly throughout the month as a whole, okay? Your intuition might play into your work all the meanwhile. What else do we have for Taurus? Judgment. Yeah, again, honesty. I just feel like you're being honest with oneself as well. I have been overspending. I feel like that ties into a lot of your situations. And this might be a month where, okay, you might want to watch the Leo reading. You might be spending less throughout this month because you're busier. You might be spending less because simply you're being honest with oneself, or both. But I do feel like there's also, again, this vibe where you're getting your voice out there. For some, being the voice of spirit. But being your own, boss feels gratifying. You might be, again, starting a business or continuing one. But a feeling of music playing into your month at certain points, whether it's, they're saying for leisure, for fun. It could be more so in regards to your work, tying into it or being part of it. But if we push you to shuffle your music, there's a song we need you to listen to for one, if not multiple reasons. And you'll intuitively feel as to why that is when it comes to be. It'll just click. And that's another message. Things will just click, okay? Things are clicking into place, okay? Falling into place. A feeling of the blocks just kind of lining up for you. Things just feeling a lot more organic than they once were, or just continuing to. Things are just falling into place. A very Four of Wands vibe. Reasons to celebrate, to say the very least. Now, and as well, I do feel like there are certain moments where whether it's your spirituality, energy all on your plate might feel a little bit heavy. But then other moments when you do still have a lot going on or you're just managing a lot, balancing things out, when things don't feel as heavy as they once did or could be, ask oneself why. Is it your outlook? Is it your perspective, your good vibes? Is it your the changes you've made recently or are making throughout this month, or one in particular? It just feels like this is a time where you're meant to remember you're meant to be financially successful. You're meant to be successful when it comes to whatever you choose to continue or begin with your career. And it does not need to feel heavy, but naturally being affected by energy and or your spirituality, or dealing with one of multiple people of importance, but maybe annoying, or just a little bit frustrating or toxic at work and or at home, could feel a little bit heavy. Okay. But those aren't the main aspects of the month. It just feels like this is mainly what you're having in hand, okay? All the meanwhile tying into why you're able to expect the best at this time and moving forward, at least for the most part, okay? Reminding you, you made the right choice. And I do feel like Spirit's pushing you at certain points to be honest with yourself. What do I need to cut out as far as habits go? Am I overspending here? Am I overconsuming here? Am I needing to steer clear of this person or multiple people? And I just feel as if, again, this money flowing in is assisting you with making a change moving forward that's going to leave your life improving. And it may just lead to another big change for you that is going to leave you more comfortable, more successful all the meanwhile. It's a month, a very powerful one for you, Taurus, where you're flowing with the success, okay? You're allowing for oneself to do what you have to do when you need to. Very successful once again. And it's a month where you're about to see so much money flowing in, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your month, and I'll definitely see you next time.